It started on a rainy afternoon in 2006. A security officer at a rural train station near Berlin noticed a man standing motionless on the platform. He was wearing a wool coat, old leather shoes, and a hat, clothes that seemed out of place by nearly a century. When asked for ID, the man looked genuinely confused. He spoke perfect German, but with a vocabulary that hadn't been common for generations. He had no identification, no wallet, no phone, and he kept asking what year it was. At the local police station, things became stranger. The man claimed he was from 1923. He described working in a steel factory in eastern Germany. He mentioned politicians, streets, and currency that no longer existed. The officers assumed he was experiencing a severe mental breakdown. He was transferred to a psychiatric clinic. Doctors ran every test they could. His MRI scans were normal. His blood work was normal. But his fingerprints matched no record, not in Germany, not anywhere. What disturbed the doctors most was his behavior. He wasn't erratic. He wasn't confused. He was calm, almost relieved to be somewhere safe. When shown a television, he stared at it for 10 minutes, then asked, "Is this how people see news now?" He couldn't understand touchscreens. He refused to believe Germany had been reunified. He thought the Berlin Wall was still standing. Historians were brought in out of curiosity, and that's when things got serious. The man spoke in historical detail, naming classified events from the 1920s that were only recently declassified in 2002. He described a fire in a parliament building that had never been made public. He referenced a letter between two officials that, according to National Archives, hadn't been discovered until the year before. He stayed at the clinic for 7 days. Then, on the morning of the 8th, he was gone. Vanished. His room was locked from the inside. No cameras showed movement, no signs of escape. The only thing left behind was a folded piece of paper under his pillow. It said, "I was too early, but they know now. I have to try again." Some believe he was part of a forgotten experiment. Others say he was mentally ill. And then there are those who believe he was exactly what he claimed to be. A man from 1923, who came to warn us, and who left before we were ready to listen. What do you believe?